Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the deepest, darkest corners of the warehouse. A bit of a change from the norm today. We're going to revisit an old friend. If you've been following us on social media or in magazines and stuff for probably 10 years plus, you may have heard us talk about the VW Jetta Coupe we've got. Well, today we're going to dust it off and try and put some air in the tyres. We might roll it out and give you a walk around. Try and get some air in this. Will this stretch?
Flatter than earth.
Flatter than earth. This seems a great opportunity to introduce you to Phil.
Oh, hiya.
How you doing, Phil?
I'm Phil.
Cool.
I'm a new marketing person here at Heritage Park Centre.
We'll get you on all the good jobs.
Yeah. And
what's occurring?
I know absolutely everything there is to know about Volkswagen, Porsche.
That's a slight lie, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm learning. Listen, I love it. I love it. I've worked here for 2.5 months and I'm already looking to buy a van.
Cool. The brainwash is working.
I know what am I looking for? I'm a combi. I want
T4.
a T4 because I want 5 seats and a big space for stuff.
That'll certainly do that, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. So we bought this Jetta off a guy called Mark, who he had a Golf, and he basically bought it. It was a Polish import, and he basically bought it just for the dashboard, because the Jetta, I think maybe the Coupe, had a slightly different dashboard to the Golf, and he wanted to put the dashboard in his Golf show car.
You've got a whole car just for the dashboard?
Yep.
That seems like a very car guy thing to do.
That is, yes. So yeah, he did that. He didn't need the car. We bought it without a dashboard. I think we paid £1,000 for it. I seem to recall something like that.
How long is it, 10 years?
Longer than that, 15 maybe. So yeah, we did that. Originally we were going to put wide arches on it, make it like a race car. We bought an Audi S3, stripped the engine and everything out of it. We were going to put the engine from that in this. Yeah. Then we had a change of heart and decided to put a diesel engine in it. So it's got a diesel engine out of a TDI Seat Ibiza.
Is the diesel engine in it now?
Yeah, there's an engine. Yeah, that bonnet opens. There you go.
Oh yeah, so it is.
And it was running.
Was it?
Yep.
Well, we'll see if it still runs.
Yeah, we'll have to check. Who knows? There's a load of stuff in the boot, I think. Oh, the boot's tied down.
What is this marking along here?
Here, that's basically where they welded this repair panel in. And to be fair, all of it's done pretty well, but I think they never actually finished that bit properly. But the rest of it is all done very nicely, actually. The whole car was acid dipped, so it's completely rust free. It's had new floor pans in it, new inner and outer rear wheel arches, new wheel arches on the front. There's a lot of work that's gone into it. What else do you need to know? So under the bonnet we've got the TDI engine. We've got a dashboard out of a Type 3, which is an air-cooled car. I've never seen one of these fitted in anything else pretty much than a Type 3, so that's kind of a first pretty much. Basically it came back in a trailer or on a low loader like this. It was away for years having kind of the work done. We just kind of had it bits done as and when we could. So
it's cool. Right, tell me what I'm looking at here.
I say the vehicle did run. It did, but of course everything was taken out in order to acid dip the car. So this is the full wiring loom modified to take the TDI engine. So this will all have to go back into the car.
That'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is spacious.
It's all right. That's obviously that seat's not.
Kneel down.
We could have a bit of. You take the wheel.
Right, that's right. So it's a right-hand drive now.
So yeah, what we've got is custom steering column. So yeah, Mark Dryden from Flatlands Engineering did all the fab work for us. So custom steering column here to take I think it will take Beetle steering wheel actually. He's centred the pedals, Type 3 dashboard. Ben, who was our mechanic who was working with us years and years ago, did a lot of the mechanicals on this. So he got all it working basically. There's an exhaust pipe down here. It needs a headliner. And that's basically where we got to. We got to a point where it needs a fair bit of money spending on it. Obviously, paint jobs aren't cheap.
Time as well.
Time and interior trimming, etc., isn't cheap. So it kind of got shelved.
The thing is, what we could do, get it all organised and go down to Halfords. Just get like bog standard spray paint, gold spray paint.
Well, gold spray paint. We could rattle can it, and that would
make it awful.
Make it awful, but it would make it get it slightly closer to being on the road. I guess the next thing is putting like the wiring loom in and stuff, making that work possibly, or getting the whole thing painted and then start rebuilding it again. But
the thing is, if you do a good paint job though, you might
want everything out.
Yeah, you might end up chipping the paint while you're putting stuff in and out.
This is true.
I would assume that paint's the last thing.
No, to do a really good job, you want to paint everything. Basically, you want the whole thing empty.
Or inside?
Yeah.
All this here?
You paint all this as well.
All right, and this?
Yeah. Because this is just a primer, basically. So
you did the whole thing.
So yeah, that's why it's sat here, and yeah, no one's really sat in it since probably the day it was pushed back through the workshop door. So we've got some photos of when this arrived back here in the trailer. We've got a whole load of photos from when we first bought the car, from when it kind of went through various iterations. Somewhere we got a little video clip of this driving around the car park, around the yard. Yeah.
Like, because some people will buy their vehicles as an investment.
Yeah.
How much would this go for if we see you did a real number on it and made it really nice? How much would it be worth?
This car will never get back what we spent on it.
No, not at all.
Because we went to the nth degree. We're kind of dipping it all, doing all the custom work.
Yeah.
I guess if this was really nice, it might be worth 10 maybe, something like that, 12 grand perhaps. It might be worth a little bit more, but
are you purist when it comes to car restoration, or would you be happy to do some good stuff to it?
Oh yeah, we've changed this dashboard. Like we've ripped that out and put this in.
Yeah.
So under here, which is pretty cool actually, is the reservoirs for the brakes and the clutch.
All right.
So that's all kind of custom. The engine's not original. So no, I'm not. I'm not. This is rare, but it's not so rare that you've got to be. It's not like it's one of one.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to restore it back to its former glory.
There's quite a few of these kicking around. People have done various things with them. Where we were going with this was in 73, 74, the Mark 1 Golf came out. And in 73, I think the Type 3, which is what this dashboard's from, stopped. The Jetta didn't come along till 79. But actually, what if the Jetta followed the Type 3?
Yeah.
And maybe this was kind of almost a prototype. So hence kind of the dashboard being a bit more in keeping with the previous vehicle.
Yeah.
It's got the same sort of silhouette as the Type 3 notchback. We've put Golf front on it for a number of reasons. One, the front panel was absolute rotten, but two, actually that's kind of more in keeping with the front end of those earlier like Beetles and Type 3s and stuff.
Yeah.
We really want to make some sort of custom chrome bumpers for the front, which are a bit deeper than the Golf ones. We've got a really cool set of wheels. We won't show you those yet, but they're really cool.
One of the things I like about this is that I like the functionality of having a boot.
Yeah.
Like the Mark 1 Golf was great, but I always thought what it would be like if a boot, and then I saw this. You told me this.
Yeah, the Golf's obviously got a hatchback, so you can put stuff in it.
I know, but I mean like something that's got space.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the reasons for putting the TDI engine in this was that actually, if we put the TDI engine in it, we could drive it places. Like it's got a 6-speed gearbox. Not there's a gear stick there at the moment, but yeah, it's got a 6-speed gearbox. It would do kind of 40 miles per gallon plus. It should cruise at 130 mile an hour, probably on autobahn easily, in a car that was built in 81, 82, something like that, and still give us some fuel economy. If we went down the S3 route, which we had the engine for that in there, we could have got silly power out of that. You can get kind of 700-800 horsepower out of those, but you'd be stopping every 5 minutes for fuel.
Yeah.
And at the time when we made that choice, diesel hadn't been kind of outlawed. Diesel was the sensible choice for everyone.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the thing. Buy a diesel engine, put that in, which we did.
What I suggest is, why don't we go way further back and do the Flintstones one? The
Flintstones. We've paid to fix this floor. We're not cutting the floor out.
Cut the floor open and then we'll just put it with our feet.
We'll put push bike in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do a bit of a walk around today. No work's going to start for a while. Let's be fair.
We need to get it done before there is no such thing as a combustion engine. It's all going to have to be a big solar panel on the top of the roof.
Yeah, I guess that's the
next thing.
That's the thing. That's our limit. But yeah, for now.
Yeah.
We'll kind of do a walk around, show people what's going on with it, and if anyone's got any ideas, anyone wants to get involved, then shout.
Yeah, if you are seeing this and going, this is something I'm going to be very passionate about, we want to hear from you, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
There you go.
So let's see what's in the boot. Load of old stuff. Look at this. Look. Remnants of
the original.
The original. There we go.
That's cool.
That's where it came from. Oh, there we go. Look.
Oh, nice.
There's the gear stick with all the gear cables. Everyone's favourite on the Golf, the filler neck. These have a habit of rusting out. This is a new one.
Listen, it seems as if it's all here. We could have this done by the end of the night.
The Jetta headlamps. Obviously, we changed the front end to Golf now, but Jetta headlamps. I'd love to utilise that in a way. I'd love to put round lights and orange indicators on the side, which would be again a real sort of mixture of stuff. What we got here? Some diesel lines. I think some more headlights by the looks of things. Yeah, some round headlights for the front end. Hella ones, genuine Hella. Door seals. Some rear lights there. There's a massive box there. I don't know what's in that.
What are they?
Basically, they're a split rim. They're a custom wheel. The centre is from the NSU RU80, which was kind of a pre-runner to the Audi, if you like. 14-inch. They look a bit like Fuchs, but they've got this sort of wishbone shape. We wanted to run split rim Fuchs, but after buying the lips and barrels, these are image wheels off eBay. They were a super fitment, the cheapest 3-piece split rims we could find. We couldn't get it to work. We ended up going for 14-inch centres. In actual fact, on top of that, they ended up being welded. So you can now change these lips, but you can't change the barrel and the back. But I think these are going to look the part on this. They're the right sort of era for the car.
Yeah.
Get them detailed up and painted, etc. Okay, so yeah, you join us in the engine. As mentioned, we've got the PD130 out of a Seat Ibiza in here. It's fairly sparse. We have kind of got rid of stuff we didn't need. We got rid of the rain tray that was here. So yeah, we'll fill over where we'll have a panel for the heater. I don't think we kept that. We'll put an electric heater in or something like that. So you can see there's some modifications there where the steering bracketry goes through. We lost the brake servo, so it's got no brake servo now. We've just got the master cylinder and the cylinders down by the footwell. We've got custom Samco hoses. So we had these custom made because we've got a custom radiator to go in here, top fill radiator, which is really neat, sort of tucks away on there. It's got a slightly bigger turbo on the engine. I think it's got the turbo off a 150. I don't know whether it's actually bolted on at the moment. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, we've got that, I believe, in the back. 6-speed gearbox. So obviously we'll have to route all that through. So yeah, it's just a little bit neater in here, basically. Wiper motor and everything will go back in. We didn't want to go crazy. Some people kind of smooth all these off, but we decided to keep it sort of as Volkswagen intended. It was originally what we call a small block, so the gearbox, the engine mount had to be flipped on this side here. But yeah, that's all been done. So yeah, it's thereabouts. There's a set of custom drive shafts for it somewhere. These are shortened, but the DIY shortened and need redoing. So there's a set of custom drive shafts somewhere on a shelf.
How many miles did that Seat engine done?
About 120, something like that, thousand. So these go on for a long time, and they go like a train. They go really well. I've had quite a few cars with these in. And actually, when I bought the Seat Ibiza, so I went to go and get it. We drove it back from Tunbridge, and it went well. The turbo was going. To be fair, it sounded like when your turbo goes, it sounds a bit like a siren. And obviously, if you're driving a car that you've just bought, I can't remember whether it had tax on it or not, but yeah, you don't want to be hearing a siren when you're driving home. But we got back. It was fun. yeah, thank you for joining us to have a look round the Jetta. Hopefully this kind of interests you in some way. It's not your average car. It's going to be sporadic, I'll be honest. We're not just going to be able to click our fingers and finish this. We've not got the time, all the space really to work. We are in the far corners of the warehouse. We've had to roll it out kind of from being tucked in there. So it's going to be a while before it is in the workshop with us. But yeah, hopefully you look at this and you go, there's some cool stuff going on here. Yeah, engine swap, dash swap, funny wheels. Yeah, I think it's a really cool car. I have been I'm slightly biased. Kind of been with this project since the beginning, but one day it'll turn a wheel and turn some heads as well, I think. So yeah, join us next time. Like and subscribe.